Okay, so the weather is starting to warm up again. It's not totally warm, but yeah, it's starting to get warm again. So, NorthernLightsDreamn is back. We're going to start moto vlogging again. Woohoo! So, since last summer was my first summer on a bike, and I only got the drift like October, I think it was. Nah, maybe it was before then. I don't even fucking remember. Needless to say, I was incredibly busy. Didn't get a whole lot of videos out. So I'm going to call that Season 0. This will be Season 1, Episode 0. Because, well, mainly I didn't really plan on doing any vlogging today. It was just kind of like, oh, it's kind of nice out. I'm going to go for a ride. So I'm going to introduce you to Season 1. Try and come up with some things to go ahead and moto vlog about. Propose a question. Well, we'll just get into that question. So, I was talking with a motorcycle mechanic the other day, and they were telling me essentially what Suzuki did with the DRZs to make them California spec in order to sell in the United States is they added what's called an Evap system, something I had no clue about. And essentially what it's going to do is take excess fuel from the carb that's not getting burnt up, run it through the system, and then reuse it so that it's not taking all these the spare fuel out into the environment, which is a great thing, don't get me wrong. I think it's a great idea, but apparently it's not the greatest for the performance of your motorcycle. It's I don't necessarily know if it's going to affect horsepower and torque and all that jazz, but I got to looking into it on some of the DRZ forums and Supermoto forums. And there's quite a discussion about it. Some people are saying get rid of it now as soon as possible before it fucks you up. Some people are saying if it ain't broke, don't worry about it. So my question to all of the YouTube moto vloggers is, does this Evaps system affect the performance of your motorcycle? If it does, how does it compare to the benefit to the environment? I'm not necessarily a green person, but I do care for the environment. I'm an outdoorsy guy. I want to keep the outdoors and not some waste dump. So, yeah, let's get a little discussion going about that. Let's not have it like the DRZ forums where everyone's just bitching at each other and telling everyone that they're wrong. Because I won't have that shit on my channel. I will delete that comment. But, a nice civil discussion on whether or not its benefit to problem is worth removing it or worth keeping it. And I don't know a whole lot about it, so I'm not going to get into great detail about it. So let's get some comments going about that. Hopefully Alpha of all trades will chime in, because it seems from watching some of his videos that he's a pretty decent mechanic. Maybe he can tell me something about that. I'm going to be sending this video to Garden Snake. I know he's a certified motorcycle mechanic. See what he says. But any other viewers, if you have any knowledge of motorcycles and Evap systems, go ahead and leave comments down below the video. I had a message from Vinny1010. In response to my bashing error and cosine effect video, asking about speed estimations and rate times time equals distance, something like that. I'm not going to dive too far into that today because I want to make that its own video. But what I can tell from my experience in law enforcement is that yes, you do get certified for that. It's a legitimate training course. However, everyone I know that went through that certification came out of the class going, "Yay, I'm a certified guesser!" So I'll do a little bit of research into that. look into it, see how it applies to actual speeding laws, all that good shit. And I'll make that a video. I know over the winter season I had mentioned that I wanted to do some beer making videos, some shotgun shell making videos, some cigarette making videos. On the first two, unfortunately I had the videos done. I just needed to get them off of my SD card and get them edited. But for some reason they got dropped from my SD card. I don't know what happened to them. They are deleted and gone. And with the beer making video, unfortunately, because when you make a batch, it makes 5 gallons, I gotta drink that before I can make another batch. So it might be a little bit for that, but that will be upcoming in season 1. The shotgun shell making video should be coming soon. I just gotta go out and get a couple more primers, and we'll get into that. Other than that, I got some new gear on the way that I want to get, and I want to open up to the motorcycle community. Tell me whether or not these are good things to get or not. Well, obviously the helmet, I know I'm good. I'm looking at getting an Icon variant. The helmet I have is more of a off-road motocross ATV style helmet, and it's Vega brand. And although it's 22.05 certified, when I did my mic install and got into the guts of it, I saw nothing but plastic and styrofoam, and cheap plastic and cheap styrofoam. So I definitely need to get a new helmet. I'm not upset with this one. It was a good first season helmet. It was $60, cheap. It worked. I didn't really use it, but yeah, so it was there. But now that I'm going to be riding my motorcycle as an actual hobby, I want something better. So Icon variant, you know, you can put your comments up on that, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to get the Icon variant. Then I want to get a Roost Protector. I can't remember the brand right off the top of my head. Shit, maybe I'll put a link to the one I want down in the info section, and y'all can check that out. And, but it's a full torso Roost Protector, so it covers the arms, it covers the full torso, and it looks like it's made in a dragon scale type format, where you know the pieces layer on top of each other. So I think that's really good. And then obviously I'm going to get some new gloves. I don't really care about the specifics of the glove. Gloves are gloves. And yes, I'll be getting like full leather knuckles, reinforced at the bottom. But yeah, there's that. Eventually I want to get a new slip-on. I'm thinking of the FMF PowerCore 4. And then I'm going to get new plastics for the bike. These ones are quite dirty from years of off-roading, and I can't seem to get that dirt off. So, well, I am here at school, so I'll check all in with you guys later. Deuces.